The altered scale is a scale often used over dominant chords, and if you're serious about jazz, this is one of the must-know scales. But it can be tricky to make this one sound good because of all these tensions in it. In this video I will help you with that. First of all, I will show you where the altered scale comes from, then we will take a close look at all the tensions in the altered scale and how to resolve them, and at the end of the video I will give you a simple tip that will make it much easier for you to sound great using the altered scale. So, where does the altered scale come from? The altered scale comes from the melodic minor scale. And if you're wondering now what the melodic minor scale is, let me show you. To get to the melodic minor scale, we will first take the regular minor scale, so the Ionian minor scale. We get from the regular minor scale to the melodic minor scale by raising the 6th and 7th note up by a half step. And to get from the melodic minor scale to the altered scale, we just have to start the melodic minor scale on the 7th note. So here in this example we have the C melodic minor scale and we start on B to get the B altered scale. So let's say we have a 2-5-1 progression in C major, D minor 7, G7 and C major 7, and we want to play the G altered scale over G7. All we have to do is think half a step up from G, which is then A flat, and play the notes of the A flat melodic minor scale to get the G7 altered scale. If we take a closer look at the altered scale, we see right away where the name comes from. Except for the 1, 3 and 7, the scale only consists of altered notes. And to get good at using the altered scale in our solos, we have to learn how to resolve these tensions in the best way. So let's take a look at this. Here in this example we take a look at the B7 altered scale, and this resolves to the E major 7 chord. We will try to resolve each note from B7 altered to E major 7 by either not changing the pitch at all, going up or down a half step, or going up or down a whole step. So the first note of B7 altered is B, and this of course when we go to E major 7 stays B. The next note is C, so the flat 9, and this is usually resolved down to B, but it could also be resolved up to C sharp. For D, which is the sharp 9, we have two options as well. Either we go down to C sharp or we go up to D sharp. Then the next note is D sharp, which of course going to E major 7 stays D sharp and becomes the major 7th of E major 7. The next note of the B7 altered scale is E sharp, which is the sharp 11th. And this one sounds really good going to the 9th of the E major chord, which is F sharp. You can also go down a half step to E, but usually this doesn't sound as compelling as going to the 9th of E major. The flat 13, so G, sounds again best when it's resolved to the 9th of E major, F sharp. It could again be resolved up a half step to G sharp, so the 3rd of E major 7, but usually this doesn't sound as good as going down to F sharp. And the last note is A, the 7th note of the B altered scale, and this one resolves naturally a half step down to G sharp. This is the kind of stuff that pianists and guitarists practice all the time, how to go best from one chord to the next. And also for single note players like saxophone players, it's really important to figure this stuff out. Spending some time resolving each scale note, just like I showed you, will really help you train your ear and hear the altered scale better, and also help you understand better what's going on. Now that we covered all the basics, I want to give you, as promised, one simple tip that will right away help you handle the altered scale much better. You might remember that in the beginning I showed you that the altered scale comes from the melodic minor scale. And what you can do is, instead of thinking of the altered scale at all, think instead of the melodic minor scale half a step up. So if you want to play the B7 altered scale, you think half a step up and think of the C minor major chord using the notes of the C minor melodic scale. This will allow you to use your minor language that you might already have over altered chords. When I got this tip and started to think like this, my fingers knew right away much better how to get around the altered scale. Let me show you one very common lick that is often used that highlights exactly this minor chord over the altered scale. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video will help you. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you have any other topics that you would like me to cover, let me know down here. Make sure to subscribe to not miss out on future videos like this. Click the like button to support me and help me spread this video to more viewers. And see you next time.